Good morning, everyone.
Good afternoon, everyone. How's it going?
The meeting is live.
Do we have everyone here? Are we able to get started, or are we just waiting for people?
Apologies, everyone is in attendance and we are now live, so we can get started.
Wonderful. Awesome. Thank you so much. So good afternoon, everyone. This is a meeting of the Property Standards Committee and is being called to consider appeals of orders to comply issued by the City of Kitchener's enforcement staff pursuant to Chapter 665 of the City of Kitchener Municipal Code, the Building Code Act, and the Statutory Powers Act. My name is Brian Santos and I'm the chair for today. With me, we have two committee members, Charlene and Mohammed, and also Mariah Blake, the committee administrator. So we have two appeals on the agenda today. The hearing is a formal process where those giving evidence will be required to make an affirmation as to the validity of their testimony. However, the committee tries to conduct the hearing in a very relaxed fashion. The committee has the ability to do one of four things. We can confirm or uphold the order as it currently stands. 2, we can rescind the order. 3, we can modify the order. Some items may have been completed while others remain outstanding. Or 4, we can grant an extension of time to comply with the order. The appellant will receive the committee's decision in writing from the committee administrator. So if we're looking to get started, we'll start with the first thing on our agenda. It's appeal number 2022-07, 151 King Street West. So if I can have the Director Supervisor of Bylaw Enforcement introduce the matter, please.
Certainly. Thank you, Mr. Chair. So moving forward with the first appeal for 151 King Street West, I was wondering if, sorry, Mariah, if you could maybe swear the officer in just so he can provide some testimony.
Absolutely. Can I please get you to raise your right hand, officer? Do you swear and affirm that the information you are about to provide to the committee is both true and correct? You're muted. There we go.
I do, yeah.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Officer Nieder, if you could just provide the committee with a brief overview of the complaint and your involvement with it. I have read the submission by the appellant and I understand he's asking for an extension of time. I just think it's necessary to have the committee just hear the facts so that we can make a determination on what would be an agreeable extension of time. So Mr. Nieder, if you can go ahead, thank you.
Yes, it's a fairly simple one. In late June of this year, our office received a complaint of the bricks being in some disrepair in the fascia of the building facing King Street West. I did an inspection on June 20th, took some photos, found that there was some degradation in the structure of the bricks. mostly an aesthetic issue. I did not deem it to be an immediate safety hazard. An order was issued the following day, and just requiring the bricks to be repaired. And I had not heard from the owner to this date.
Thank you. Can you advise, was our building division contacted at all for an opinion on the structural integrity of the building there?
No, at
Okay.
the time of inspection, I didn't see any reason to involve a building inspector. It was really, again, generally an aesthetic deterioration. I didn't see any structural issues or cracking or danger to pedestrians.
Okay, thank you. That's all I have.
Thank you, Officer Niederer. At this time, if the appellant likes, they can ask questions, but it's questions only to the officer. You'll have a time to speak later, but if you have any questions regarding the testimony, you have that opportunity now if you so choose.
Yeah. Hello? Can you guys hear me? Hello?
Yep.
Yeah. Hi. So I'm just his I'm his son. He doesn't speak that well English, so I'm just here representing him. Just to make it clear so I can translate this over to my father after. Mr. Nadir, it was an aesthetic issue. It's not like a structural integrity issue at all. It's just like a looks thing, not a like it won't fall or anything like that. It won't hurt nobody, anything like that. Just to make that clear, I have to translate everything over to my dad after.
I would hesitate to call it just an aesthetic issue. There is degradation. If it's left untreated, then that will subsequently lead to further damage to the building, which can cause structural issues.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you. That's all the questions I have.
Thank you, Mr. Chow. The committee members can now ask questions of the city staff if they have any. Charlene, Mohammed, no questions?
No questions from me.
Okay. If there's no questions, then we can get the appellant affirmed and they can give their testimony. Mariah, if you can help with that, please.
Absolutely. Derek, if I get you to raise your right hand. Do you swear and affirm that the information you're about to provide the committee is both true and correct?
Yeah, I swear.
Thank you so much.
So we are just I'm just here representing my father. He's just asking for an extension of time. We have gotten Mark Agnew from Symmetry Stoneworks. He is a licensed and insured stonemason to take a look at the problem. He's agreed to do the work. He just has time slotting issues. He's pretty booked until spring of next year, but he said he can maybe fit us in the fall of this year. So to be clear, he stated that he's pretty booked until 2023 spring, but he said he might be able to fit us in between now and fall of 2022. In fact, after this meeting, I have to text him after, depending what you guys say, what the time extension could be for him to fit us in. But we have taken the responsibility to get someone to look at it. He said he's willing to do the work. I think I provided the document to Mariah yesterday of a signature, a signed contract, everything. We just need more time because the time allotted, the month given, was not enough, and we couldn't fit a licensed and insured stonemason to take care of the problem.
Thanks, Derek. Does the city staff have any questions pertaining to this testimony given by the appellant?
I do, thank you. Mr. Chow, have you had anybody look at it? I know you've had a quote on doing it, but have you had anybody look at it to just assess whether or not the work should be done sooner rather than later?
He physically came to the location and he stated the exact same. Officer Nadir said this looks mostly an aesthetic issue, but due to it being on the main downtown street, he just needs the time to get all the permits and set up scaffolding and stuff like that.
Okay.
Even though it's by his words, a quote unquote small issue, he still needs to get all that prep work done to make sure it complies with our insurance and his insurance and all that stuff.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, thank you. Those are all my questions.
Thank you. The committee, any questions for the appellant?
None from me.
Sorry, Mohammed, I'm having a tough time hearing you. Was that a question or? I'm not sure if it's just me. I'm having a tough time.
I can't hear him that well either.
I can't hear you. Can you maybe just turn up your volume or speak up a little bit? It's just really, really low on my end.
Yes, my question is, all this it's not unsafe.
I'm sorry, Mohammed. I still can't hear what you're saying. I'm not sure if there's an opportunity to, is there a chat function or, but I can't hear you still. Everyone else is the same boat?
Yeah, his voice is distorted.
Okay. Maybe hopefully we can continue working on that. If we just maybe continue then, is it okay to continue, Mohammed?
Okay.
Okay. Well, both sides now have an opportunity to provide a summation. I'll start first with city staff, maybe react then to perhaps to this request of the extension of time. And yeah, so for city staff with a summation, please.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Chair. City staff have no opposition to an extension of time. I understand that contractors, it's busy season right now, and constructing scaffolding on a city sidewalk does involve a permit process and is extensive. My concern would be with the 2-year ask. We have not had an ask for that period of time in the past. So I'd be concerned. I think staff would be comfortable maybe supporting a 1-year extension. I think getting into a 2-year and going through 2 full cycles of freeze and thaw through the winter, I'd be concerned with that business abutting directly onto King Street. If further bricks were to fall, that they could actually hit somebody if they do, if it does get any worse. So that would be our position on the extension. We'd be willing to support it, but not for a 2-year.
Thank you. The appellant, Derek, opportunity to speak once more.
Yeah, we're good with, we would be more than happy with 1 year. According to Mark, he's just booked till spring 2023. So that should give us more than enough time. We just asked for 2 years because we just didn't know how much time to ask for. So that's it.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. If the parties can just, we're going to wait in a virtual waiting room for just a couple minutes, and the committee is going to step aside and make a decision. We'll be right back. So just hang tight for a couple minutes, and we'll be back with the decision.
And just give me one moment while I confirm we are live. Okay, we are good to go.
Hey, and we're back. And Derek, the committee came to a decision to grant an extension of comply with the order. The committee came up with the date of June 30th, 2023. So that gives you the fall and then the spring to take care of this work. Just fearful of allowing too much time and the situation getting worse. So hopefully that gives you enough time to complete that work and get that done. So yeah, you have that decision here from us, but later on you'll be reached out and get this this decision in writing. But just want to give you a heads up, so afterwards you can contact your contractor and hopefully get the ball rolling on this.
For sure. And will you guys mail I think you said written proof of the extension? You'll mail it just so my dad has a hard copy of it because he's old-fashioned. Yeah.
Absolutely, you'll get a hard copy of this afterwards.
Okay, perfect.
The decision now, because we made it so it'll be June 30th. It's like the end of the month.
Okay.
Just get the fall and the spring to get this work done.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Is that good? Can I leave? Or?
Yep, you're
Okay. Thank you so much.
good to go. So you should you'll receive correspondence shortly after this meeting. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. Bye.
Take care. Okay, thank you. So moving along, we have the second item on our agenda, Appeal 2022-03. This is in regards to 81 Moore Avenue. I think there's a referral requested here.
Yeah. Yes, through the chair, I can confirm that the appellant for Appeal 2022-03 will not be in attendance today. We received a request for adjournment in advance of this meeting. And with some consultation with enforcement staff, we have advised the appellant that we would be amendable to defer to the September meeting.
Okay. So as long as the committee has, they're okay with that, we just defer till September. So thumbs up, Mohammed. And then Charlie, I think I saw your thumb before, thumb up.
Yes.
So thank you. So we'll defer that that appeal to our September meeting then. So if that gets done that way, I think we're takes care of our meeting for today. We were pretty efficient. So yeah, thank you so much for everyone for attending and your input and your time. I think that concludes our proper standards meeting for August.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thanks a bunch, and thank you, Mariah, for your help. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you all for your patience.
No worries.